What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mag coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mag Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. Here on the West Coast. Get up! The early bird gets the worm. And today, I haven't got a chance to talk about this, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on Eyes of Wakanda and why I think that this is a waste, a complete waste of the Black Panther IP. And also talk about a couple other things. Of course, we got Blurred AF tonight. So make sure that you guys are coming back tomorrow. Try to get this mic together. Make sure you guys are coming back this tomorrow. Make sure you're coming back this evening for Blurred AF. And so we can get that in. But yeah, that is going to be what I'm talking about today. Is the Eyes of Wakanda show and just what we know so far and what's been leaked by Daniel RPK. And because again, I haven't got a chance to talk about what I think of, just a synopsis and why this is just a waste. This is just what I call, this is now what Sony was doing with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Just doing something. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. But you already know what it is. The real question is, all right. Let's see who is all up in the house. The hizzy for shizzy today. Carol, what's going on? What's up? What's up? My brother. What's up? Over in the Lou. What's up? What's up? Speak the truth. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Aisha. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all you guys. Enjoy your Monday too. This is Monday morning. Tracy Woods, good morning. Good morning. May Kent, good morning. Good morning. Hey Pam, my sister Pam. Good morning. Good morning. Jingan, Jingan Network. Good morning. Good morning. Professor Fam. Good morning. Good morning. Film fan. I keep saying that wrong. Andre Ware, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. I bet you have. The anti-recast has been on one on Twitter, like just on one. You know what I mean? So yeah, Lavish Struggle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You know what I mean? My man Mo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you think that that's wild, you should see some of my comments from the video that I posted yesterday. And this, this was the video that I posted yesterday was from the clip of the what was the other show that matter of fact, I gotta go to my channel. Anyway, I don't know why my thumbnail is not posted either. That's wild. In the words of my man Mo, that is wild. Even though I know that I posted my thumbnail on there, that is wild because it has no thumbnail. Like I didn't post that thumbnail on there. That's wild. But anyway, let me get this stuff saved over. Let me get it. Let me do some things real quick. How was y'all weekend? Hopefully you guys' weekend was good and amazing. But so I the video that I posted, I had a couple videos posted short, but the video did, well, why does Marvel have a black superhero problem? Of course, it was from the live that I did about Blade. I think that was a Blade 4 being disrespectful, video. And the biggest thing, I would tell you off tops, I think the biggest thing that I kind of hate, honestly, and this is just me personally, but one of the biggest things that I kind of hate is when someone tells you well, make your own content. You ain't like this, make your own stuff. Which, I mean, you could say what you want. It don't really matter. I don't care. Say what you want. But with that, what you also do is you ignore the problem that I talk about. So, well, if you don't like it, get your own. You can make it. There's technology. There's no way. Take your little iPhone, go get your friends together, make your own comic book movie. There's technology out here. You got it. You can do it. And what it does when you say something like that is you ignore the problem. What you do is, you ignore the problem and you tell somebody else, what you're doing is telling somebody, it really doesn't matter what you said in this video. You don't like, it's almost that conversation. You don't like what's going on in America, well then leave. It's the same thing. Like we don't have the right to objectively as a consumer, right? As a consumer, you have the right to say what you do not like about what you're consuming because you're buying the product. Just like here, we're invested in the IP of Black Panther. We buy the product. So in the thing about buying the product, if you consume a product, you can either just stop purchasing the product altogether. If you're done, you're done. That's an option. The other option is you can say, hey, I like this product, I consume this product, but I do not like what you're doing with the product. You have that right. And what a lot of people do not understand is in the process of that, you can voice your opinion. And again, I'm always going to voice my opinion on something that I do not like. It's something that I don't like by a product I do like. If I like, let's say for the sake of argument. Okay, this is not real. Let me just make a caveat. But this is the Megatron, gun, Megatron MP gun, right? And say for instance, that, and I gotta adjust my camera. Okay. Now, say for the sake of argument that I got that Megatron and it sucked, right? It falls apart. You can't transform. You can't nothing, right? And I said, hey, I bought this product. I really like Transformers. I bought the product, but the product sucks. And here's why the product sucks. You know what I mean? If they tell me, if the company then turns around and tells me, well, won't you make your own Megatron gun and leave it at that? What do you think? What do you think you would feel like if they told you that? Right? What would you do? What would you say? You buying cereal, you buying Cocoa Puffs, right? You get the next box of Cocoa Puffs, right? You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, new improved flavor, but you taste it, you're like, this sucks. This is disgusting. I can't put this chocolate with my milk. It's nasty. And then you voice your opinion. You get on the blogs and say, hey, this is disgusting. Then they tell you, well, make your own damn cereal. What are you crying about? There's technology out here. You could go make your own damn cereal. What would you say as a consumer? Like, honestly, like, put that in perspective before you start getting on people's channels. I mean, you can voice your opinion. It's got to be something tangible that I can come back and say, you know what, you're right. Now, of course, you could just make up your own cereal. You can make up you create your own Megatron. You could do that. You can. You have the option to do that. But then, with that to be the only option and me not calling out the bullish, you know what I'm saying, is a problem. And I think that's the problem. People used to call out racism all the time. You call out racism. I got a video for my TikTok. There's a young lady at my job that supposed to be sent me a video. You know, we were talking about a situation that happened at our apartment complex. Literally, her son was racially profiled by the people at the apartment complex. You know what I mean? Was literally, it's on tape. And she was harassed by neighbors that the complex did not do anything, when she has documentation, right? But then me posting that, right? Me saying, look, you know, me as a person that was like, yeah, I'm gonna help you out. This is the realm that I do it. I'll help you out. And then I post it, right? And then somebody said, well, you stop complaining. If you don't like it, leave. I pay my hard-earned money to live here. Treat me the way I should be treated. Don't tell me just to leave. That's the easy way. But no, hold these some guns are responsible for what they do. Because if you're doing something wrong, it needs to be called out. Just move it does not fix the issue. Just leave it does not fix the issue. Just saying, hey, let me just make my own does not fix the issue with them. Because that's a cop-out, because with them, they think they can get away with it because nobody's calling out the hypocrisy or the crap that they're doing. You got to call it out when you see it. If I'm wrong, call me out. If you don't like what's going on in the Dre Mac show and you say, hey, Dre, you need to be doing this because that's wrong what you're doing. And then I said, well, go ahead and make your own damn show. You got YouTube. You got a phone. Make your own damn show. That still doesn't fix what I'm doing wrong. I'm just ignoring it. I'm passing the buck. I'm not doing the things necessary to make sure that the people that I'm entertaining, the people that come and watch me, I fix my own ish. Or you get what I'm saying? Because if you look at it and say, well, go you know, the Sonic movie. If I was to say, when the original Sonic trailer first came out, like, yeah, Sonic shouldn't look like that. I didn't write Sony and be like, hey, I'm going to make my own because what you're doing, it sucks. They called out Sony and said, hey, you need to fix that. I don't know what that, that obstruct, that face or whatever you got going on, that ain't Sonic. You know what they did? They fixed it. You know, they was like, you know what? You're right. You as a consumer, we have to take you into consideration because you buy the product. And at the end of the day, I need you guys to understand, Marvel is about making money. That's why I'm going to call out Eyes of Wakanda. Marvel at the end of the day is about making money. So does DC. So does, when Netflix make these independent movies, all of these people who are in entertainment, they're about making money. At the end of the day, their bottom line is what brings them there. But at the same time, if you're letting people know that your product sucks, then what do? They end up changing the product. Because if too many people say, I'm not, because the bottom line is, what am I making? The Witcher, season 3 sucked. You know what I mean? Game of Thrones, season 8 sucked. It is what it is. So they say, okay, we're going to do this. And we know what we did wrong. We know how, it didn't, it fell flat. So let me, create this new show so it doesn't fall as flat. And maybe we could have connected and all of that. I just watched the Umbrella Academy season 4, right? Because of the writer's strike, they can only get six episodes instead of the 10, right? But I felt it fell flat, right? Because of where it was at. What we got the build up and then how they executed that. I feel it felt a little flat because we didn't get enough. Like, I was so used to getting 10 episodes, 6 episodes felt like it was missing something. If you get what I'm saying. So that's the problem. So when I'm calling out the Eyes of Wakanda, I'm calling out the Eyes of Wakanda because you're wasting the IP making this. And let me explain to you why that, the IP is being wasted. All right, let me get to some of these. Hey, Roberta. If you see my video, I kept saying Roberta wasn't. You know the video I was talking about. If Roberta wasn't in there, it would have been. I wouldn't have got that back mug. Would have got demonetized because I would have been. Oh man, because I was so frustrated. Andre Ware, that's a cop out. Why should we make our own when these stories have been around since before we exactly? Absolutely. Rashad Walker, what up? What's going on? Life and Struggle said, it isn't crazy how we are technically still in the multiverse saga with barely its multiverse or no distinctive identifier when or where each movie show takes place. Wasted all it's a lot. Phase 5 has been a waste of time. It has been a waste of time. And I just looked at I guess Rob. Rob posted something on his page, you know, that was on his community page, you know, talking about how Doom is going to be the one who's going to kill all the variants of the Kang variants. How he was like, well, I told you, without sitting back and saying, I'm not calling this brother a shield or golly, that's big. I'm not calling him a shield or anything for the company or whatever, but not calling out saying, well, you know, is that the smartest thing to do? Is to just, you wasted Kang by doing that. For Dr. Doom just to come and lay waste to the whole council of Kangs, what it does, it wasted a character that you built up. Rather you want Jonathan Majors to come back or not, the character of Kang is now tainted forever in Marvel Comics. And even if you thought about bringing that character back, it was in Marvel in the MCU, in the Marvel zeitgeist, even if you want Jonathan Majors to come back, that character is forever wasted. You have to do a hell of a job. I'm sorry, when I tell you a hell of a job, you have to do a hell of a job to redeem that character. And it was way before Jonathan Majors situation. That character was wasted soon as they changed the they changed the ending and gave the ending of what they gave. That character has forever been tainted. Now you're just going to continue just to kill off the character? I don't know. It's terrible to me. I think Marvel sends out studio bots to troll people who disagree. I truly believe that on Twitter, too. I truly believe that on Twitter. Isaac Wakata would be a perfect chance to adapt a Bashinga storyline. It would, but this is the problem. This is the problem on that Speak the Truth. With what they did with T'Challa. See, T'Challa is the main character of the Black Panther comic books. Not Bashinga, not Azuri, not T'Chaka, not Shuri. It is T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. T'Chaka should be the Uncle Ben of the Black Panther franchise. And you should go forth with T'Challa in his adventures. That's what it should have been. Right? Now, you know, what, and I'm on Reddit when they're talking about this. Daniel RPK, and we'll just share. This is all it's saying is just what it is. And let me full screen this real quick. Daniel RPK and Eyes of Wakanda, a group of Wakandans will travel back in time to stop the Horde from destroying the world. The show takes place in the sacred timeline. You know what's bad. Can anybody point out what's bad about that? Can anybody point out what's bad about this? For one, I'm going to tell you what's bad about this. For one, you could go back in time. You can put Bucky in cryo freeze. And this is my beef is with Ryan Coogler. because they gave him the keys to this shit and he literally crashed it into a wall. You could go in time. You could put, you can put Bucky in cryo freeze. You can save, the colonizer, Everett Ross, but you can't say the King of Wakanda. And to me, this should be the biggest kick in the face to anybody. And the reason why is because the video that I posted yesterday, it literally, Chadwick Boseman is telling you how important that movie was to a couple of kids that didn't even make it. They died of the same thing he died of. And instead of listening to Chadwick talk about the importance of TChalla on screen, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest with you. Black Panther fans don't give a hell of a F. And Roberta, I'm telling you, Roberta, you saving the channel. You saving the channel. But we don't care about Wakanda. Not like that. Because if you're a Black Panther fan, Black Panther is greater than just Wakanda. Black Panther goes on, missions with the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? In the 1960s, 1970s, it was the first black character to be on an all-white superhero team. That's the importance of T'Challa. But T'Challa is an anti-stereotype. T'Challa being the king of Wakanda, yes. But what does he do outside of there? He doesn't just open up his borders to Wakanda. He's more than that. He's more than that. And you haven't fully fleshed out T'Challa, but you got these people just going out of space, but you couldn't go back. And you could go back in time, but you couldn't go back in time to where Killmonger burnt up the heart-shaped herb. You see how this does not make sense? That you could poke so many holes in this. This is a waste of the Black Panther IP. So you could go back and you could travel back in time to fight the Horde, but you couldn't travel back in time to get a heart instead of a synthetic heart-shaped herb, a real heart-shaped herb to say the King of Wakanda. Like, it does not make sense. And again, I blame Ryan Coogler for this. That's why and this is what pisses me off, because he does not care about the product. I'm sorry, he does not, because if you did, you would have made sure that Chadwick Bowman, who cried on stage with you, and I can't show it. God dang it, I can't show it. He cried on stage with you and told you the importance of, matter of fact, I just played my video. And I had to blur it out for copyright reasons, put music to it, put a bunch of stuff to it. But just think about that for just a moment. Just think about that for just a moment. That you could do all this stuff, but you couldn't save the King of Wakanda. You know what I mean? You couldn't allow that character to live on, but you can allow General Ross to live on. You couldn't allow that character to live on, but you can keep a Bruce Banner, you can keep all these other people. But you couldn't keep the King of Wakanda for what? Now, again, this is the reason why I'm going so hard about this. Because if you hear exactly what Chadwick Boseman said, why he was alive, why he was fighting his own, cancer. Listen to what he says. What's going on? My good friend, what's going on? Luna Nova, check out her channel too. Her channel is like blowing up. Check out her channel over on YouTube too. Doing a lot of good things, channel blowing up. You know what I'm saying? So check out her channel and see what you guys think. All right, just listen to, if you haven't seen this, just listen to what Chadwick Boseman had to say just about Black Panther, the importance of two little boys who was dying of cancer, how important the Black Panther, seeing this character on film, how important it was. Give me just a second. And let me drop the music down some. Just listen.
It's because you're like, this can't mean that much to them. But seeing how the world has taken this on, how the movement is, how it's taken on a life of its own, I realized that they anticipated something great. I think back now to a kid and just, waiting for Christmas to come, waiting for my birthday to come, waiting for a toy that I was going to get a chance to experience, or a video game. I did live life waiting for those moments. And so it put me back in the mind of being a kid, just to experience those two little boys' anticipation of this movie. And when I found out that they, it means a lot.
So that meant a lot to Chadwick Boseman. That meant a lot. And we all know what happened to Chadwick after this, which is heartbreaking. Not even gonna lie, it's hard to even hear that, knowing that man died. But it didn't stop him from achieving. It's damn near I'm not even trying to get emotional about it. But knowing that he did everything he possibly could to make sure that character came to life. And they killed him. They killed that character. Remember, he was like anticipating it like a kid, at Christmas, anticipating this toy. And then you take the toy away and you try to replace the toy, but you can't replace the black. You can if I was an actor and I heard that, the biggest thing I would be like is saying to myself, wow, what I would have loved to take over that role for him, because it meant so much to him. I would have loved to take over and live that role on and say, I'm going to make Chadwick proud. And the only way that I can make Chadwick proud is by keeping that legacy going forward. Because Chadwick deserved to have the rest of that story told. And this is why I why I'm calling out Marvel on the hypocrisy it did. The impact of what Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man did for the franchise, and I'm talking about for the Marvel, that impact is amazing. But then you bring him back as Dr. Doom. It kind of, even though that's a totally different character, in my mind, the reason why I was so conflicted, because it kind of it said that this man just walking out in the sunset, you kind of undo all the emotions that I had at the end of Endgame. Right? Because in a multiverse saga, you got variants. So anybody could be, Tony Stark. A new Tony Stark, a new take on Tony Stark. Maybe a more comic accurate Tony Stark. Even though RDJ is, put a sample, that doesn't mean anybody else can't play it. There's an example. Henry Cavill being the Wolverine inside of a Deadpool Wolverine movie. They prove to you we can get an actor that you won't stop talking about after you see him. Right? John Krasinski being Mr. Fantastic, even though he knew that The Quiet Place and that franchise, and all the stuff that he does as a director and all of that is greater than what he can't be tied down to MCU like that. So they got somebody else, Pedro Pascal. But then they had other, you know, they had other people playing, you know, Mr. Fantastic even before him. Right? You didn't have technically on film, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mr. Fantastics. Right? 5 Mr. Fantastic, all of them have their different take on the character. And if you think about it, 1994, 2000, the 2006 Fantastic Four, Fast Four Stick, John Krasinski's take on, we're talking about in live action, John Krasinski's take in Multiverse of Madness, and now Pedro Pascal. But we get one T'Challa. And you think that black, and this is why I said, they think black people are stupid. They think we just like doing this. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the problem that this is the problem. This is going to not go sound right. This is going to piss a lot of people off. But I got to tell the truth. They believe that we are caught up in symbolism. This was symbolism. We did this because we were honoring what the character T'Challa was doing on screen. But they think we're caught up in symbolism. Just like Kaepernick taking the knee. That's the symbolism. Not the problem that was going on. You're caught up in the symbolism. Damn the knee. This is what's going on. Damn this. I want the character back. Even in politics. Oh, we can have somebody, we can have a celebrity in there shaking their ass. Damn the policies and how they benefit me, not only as an American, but as a Black American also. Because there's some things that, other Americans from other walks of life, they get. But as a Black American, I don't give a damn about what celebrity is dancing, what celebrity is performing, all the performantism. I don't give a shit about that. What about the policies? What about the problem? You're giving us symbolism, but you're not fixing the problem. You can acknowledge the people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, knowing that it was a race riot that burned down Tulsa, Oklahoma, and knowing significance of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Instead of giving up people reparations, just like you did with the people that was in the concentration camps, you know what I'm saying? The Japanese Americans in the concentration camps, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you want to give us symbolism. Damn the symbolism. That's what they think we are. They think we're stupid. As long as we don't talk about the problem, we get an entertainer in your face. That's good enough. You like that, right? That's okay, right? But we don't talk about the problems that's going on. We don't look at the bigger picture. We give you the symbolism. And you're okay with the symbolism, but the problem still persists. There's no way in hell that we should be dealing with police brutality that was going on in the 1960s, 70s, 80s in goddamn 2024. Nobody wants to talk about the problem. They would give you the symbolism, though. We can acknowledge it, but we don't want to fix it. You're good with a day. You're good with a monument, but you don't want to implement policy that prevents it. Because there's no way in hell that we just went through all of that stuff with George Floyd, and then we got a Sonia Massey, and then we got another lady, and another man, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another. And the problem still persists because they want you to have symbolism. That's the same thing that I'm talking about with Black Panther. Wakanda is the symbolism, but the person that you came to see, that's what they don't want to fix. You think them little boys wanted to see Wakanda? Or did they want to see a black man as a superhero that is an anti-stereotype? That's what I'm talking about when I say that they're playing in our faces. And to have a synopsis where Wakandas go back in time to face the horror, I don't give a shit about that. You did all of that, but you couldn't fix the King of Wakanda. You couldn't bring that character back that little kids was dying to see and literally died to see. The actor died trying to bring that character to life. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Y'all don't feel me. And then let's keep it even more of a buck. All the people who were anti-recast, we're feminine, we're sexist because we don't want to see a black woman on film, as a Black Panther. I don't mind that, but it doesn't come at the expense of T'Challa too, because if it comes at the expense of T'Challa, I don't want it. That's where we're rejected. Not Shuri be a Black Panther if it comes to the expense of the main character. And since you want to yap about we're being feminists and we don't want a black woman on film, where has she been? And why haven't you called out Marvel Studios about the absence of Shuri on film as the Queen of Wakanda, the Black Panther, whatever the hell she is over there? Why has she been missing? With all these international things going on, all this multiverse stuff going on, where is the Black Panther? Where is one of the smartest people in the MCU at? You got all these problems and all these situations, and you haven't called them the smartest person in Marvel Comics. I mean, in the MCU. But somehow I'm wrong for calling out the hypocrisy of what, Marvel is doing. This for all the people who was anti-recasters. You know what I mean? All those people who was talking about how we were feminists because we wanted just the main character back. That's it, just the main character. How we were all this stuff, yet they're literally quiet, quiet as a church mouse. When you ask, well, why ain't you so vocal about Shuri not being there? And we're going with this character. We accept it, going with this character. Why ain't y'all calling out Marvel about where she at? Roberta, thank you so very much for the $10 super chat. You are preaching truth. Don't blasphemy. I got you. But you know what? I'm going to change it up today because I'm going to give you this. Thank you so very much for that $10 super chat, Roberta. Always, supporting the channel along with, who you are that support the channel. I thank you guys so much. But this is the reason why, like I said, Eyes of Wakanda literally is a waste of the IP. It's a slap in the face. It's literally a slap in the face. Because you could do all of this, and then you introduce Shuri as a Black Panther and say, well, she ain't gonna have the mantle. We gonna age this bastard son up so he can take the mantle. Y'all dumb. This is dumb. This is literally got to be the stupidest thing I've ever saw in my life. It's stupid, and it's so much. They think you guys are stupid. They think the people who consume this IP is just dumb. They do. They just think you're stupid. Because again, they could do all this stuff. They could do all of this stuff, and look what they did. They say you don't need this. You don't need this Black superhero that the man who died portraying this character he cried about. Who he met two little boys and they were so excited about seeing that and they died before they could see it. But then they got to meet the Black Panther anyway. I'm just saying. All right, let me get to some of you guys' comments before I wrap this up. And hopefully you understand where I'm coming from when I say that this is a waste of an IP. I hope you guys really, truly understand. Let me see. I'm trying to go back. Let me see. Rashad Walker said they barely fleshed out T'Challa. Absolutely. They fleshed out Tony Stark. They fleshed out Chris Evans, Thor. Only person that really hasn't been fleshed out for real is Bruce Banner's Hulk. You know what I mean? But at least he got, a film or two. Or some films. We really don't know anything about what T'Challa would have been like as a king. We ain't got none of that. Did you see they're doing a World of Wakanda series? Yeah, hold on. Let me talk about that too. Like, I don't care about Wakanda. I don't care. I just be honest. Okay, here. Did you say you tagged me on X, Andre Ware? Hold on, let me go. I'm trying to look for it. Hold on. I don't care. Like I said, they're doing this, so you know why they're doing this. You know exactly why they're doing this. They don't care. They don't care. Because if they cared, this would be a lot different. This would be a lot different. But again, like I said, they care more about the symbolism. That's what they do. They care more about the symbolism. Tag me real quick in that, Andre, where if you're still in here. Daisy, thank you so very much for the $2 super chat. Hopefully other African cultures get their shine. You know what? Like I said, what they did with Supercell, I'm going 1000% supporting everything that they do. And, you know, okay, I see it now. In whatever anybody else comes out that's a black, this black, that's giving us a different take on on an IP, I'm going to support that 1000%, especially when it comes out of Africa. But thank you so very much. Let me go ahead. I got to do a dang see. Body roll. Super chat. Body roll. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Let me see, Andre, let me pull up Andre's thing real quick. I'm gonna get back to the all right, a new live action title, World of Wakanda reportedly been developed. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not supporting it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna support it. And even if folks want me to review it, if they want me to review these shows, I'm gonna go to bootleg route. I'm not gonna connect my my Disney Plus to any of that. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not going to allow my Disney Plus to get the views off of it. I go to bootleg route and I watch it there. But I'm not about to give these people a click of my. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Anything that's this Wakanda without TChalla, I'm not giving these people none of that. Nope. I'm good. I'm good. Let me see. Let me get back to the comments real quick. Xavier Fenix, what's up? What's up? Yes, exactly. They should focus on TChalla. Have you ever watched a show that did not focus on the main character? That's like the show Gotham. You know why the show Gotham was not good? Because even in that, they had Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne was a kid, but they still had Bruce Wayne. But nobody cared about Gotham. Nobody really cared about Gotham. I want to see how this Penguin show does, since it does not have I don't know how much of the Batman is going to be in there. You know what I mean? But Penguin is still more of an established character in DC than, let's say, Wakanda is. Because you've had that IP since the 1930s. And you have Wakanda since the 1960s, and you barely scratched the surface of what you could do with that, what you do with that show since the 60s. So, unless you're a comic book fan, if you're not a comic book fan, you don't know nothing about Wakanda. That's why they can sell this crap. But you know my plans. I'm not giving these people my Disney Plus click on that. I'm not. I'll watch it on bootleg. Trust me, it'll pop up, a day or two. I'll watch it then. They need to bring back the main character of Black Panther, give the character the rich story he deserves, just like Iron Man, Thor, Cap, and every other character. Absolutely. Right, but I think that they're trying to expand the world of Wakanda, since they're trying to stray away from the Black Panther right now until they recast, want to capitalize off the IP. And I'm not about to give it to them. Bring back the main character, and then I'll give you my my click, my view, my money. Until then, I don't care nothing about the world of Wakanda. If the main character is like, that's just like you have the roar of Metropolis, but there's no Superman. Nobody gives a damn. The roar of Silver City, what is it? Silver City or not Silver City? The world where Flash comes from. Nobody cares about that. I care about the Flash. Don't care nothing about that. About that city. You know what I mean? The world of New York, but no Spider-Man. You see how well the Spider-Man franchises have done without Spider-Man? Yep, I'm about to treat it just like that. JC, thank you so very much for another $2 super chat. Appreciate it. It's time to explore Milestone Comic Verse. Exactly. I 1000% agree with you. 1000% agree with you. Let me see. I'm trying to go to all of you guys and stuff. Yes, they need to use the time travel to save TChalla and Queen Wakanda. Exactly. Cougar paid no attention to Civil War, and it's obvious. Exactly. Black Panther fans, including me, want Ryan Coogler and they gone. God damn it. Damn fly. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Black Panther forever. No, T'Challa, King of T'Chaka. There is no Wakata without T'Challa. We got hyped up about Black Panther because of film, because we see T'Challa in Civil War. Wakanda wasn't around yet. People didn't even know about the country besides comic book. Exactly. Marvel wouldn't have been better off doing a prequel story and bringing back the actor Atangwe Kana to play T'Chaka and honor both Chadwick and his father. I can see where you're going with that. But to me, you're still putting distance away from T'Challa, just like they did at X-Men 97, having T'Chaka there when they know damn well T'Chaka wasn't even alive. You know what I'm saying? During X-Men 97, you got an adult Peter Parker, but T'Chaka, you know what I'm saying? No, hell no, no. And I'm glad Bo DeMayo said I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's a higher ups. So I already know who the blame for that. And again, we in the multiverse. The crazy part is the only reason why we have multiverse of T'Challa's because Chadwick Boseman was alive to voice each and every one of those variants. But after that, nothing. There's no variant, no nothing. I blame Disney, I blame Marvel, I blame Kevin Feige, Ryan Coogler, and Nate Moore. Anti-Rac characters got real quiet when they bring up William Hurt being recast. It's always a caveat. It's always a caveat when it comes to T'Challa. Man, this is still tough to watch. Exactly. What's up, Sheed? I didn't see you in here. Christopher Reeves got replayed. Of course. Superman came. The Superman I grew up with, died. They still had, more Superman after that. I remember that video. He had to step away for a minute. Absolutely. What up, Blue? Yeah, I can't wait to see you tonight too for Blurred AF. They definitely tried that importance argument, but I found that they usually end up going quiet when more facts are given. Absolutely. What's up, Gray, the admin? I see you up in here. I'm just now checking you out. Let's see. I'm trying to go through all of them. They are playing on black people because they get caught up in the emotional part. Yes. They never want to tell you the facts. They get you with everything, right? With everything that's propaganda. When it comes to black people, they get you caught up in your emotions and not in the actual facts. So if I could play with your emotions, then you don't need to know about the facts because, you talk about politics. It's always emotions and never facts. Just all, that's it. Just real talk. I blame Ryan Coogler. He knew that the next arc was the multiverse story and it could have replaced that with that. He knew. Been playing in our faces. Ryan Coogler should have passed on directed Black Panther 2 to another director if he couldn't move on after the pay. Exactly. They didn't have to do it in the first place. May Kent. And shout out to May Kent. She's my first member. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Always coming here and represent. And not just black boys and black girls. You had kids already. Exactly. I would never forget Halloween, the year Black Panther. My kid had on Black Panther, the Black Panther gear. And my kid, suffers from, is on the spectrum of autism. You know what I mean? But to see him get so hyper-focused on Black Panther was awesome. was awesome to see. Not even gonna hold you. It was awesome to see. The way legacy is built up by continuing the character, absolutely. Absolutely. The gaslighting and slander of fans who just want the character back was a bridge too far. Exactly. Exactly. Atanwe Akani could have returned as a Black Panther to honor his father in Chadwick. It would have been perfect recast. I get you on that one. I understand that. I honestly would have bought that if he was a multi-version. If put it like this, if you could bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, then you most definitely could do the same thing too. I agree. Letitia Wright actually got blacklisted after her COVID post. Nothing has been the same after her ever. You're not lying. Dre, they really didn't care to promote or flesh out Shuri and other projects. The main goal is to tell us that T'Challa ain't coming back. Exactly. Sequoia, what's going on? Had to watch the latest Black Panther movie again this weekend. They couldn't have made a plot to give him. They couldn't have made a plot to give him a son that could have taken the throne. They could have fast forward time to make it Black Panther. I say, why even go this whole convoluted route when the actual character of Black Panther throughout his canon has never had a bastard son? And then that takes away the impact of him marrying Storm when since now we're introducing the X-Men. There's an impact to that. You know what I mean? But there's also a reason why he never had a child. There's always a reason for that. To sidestep the reason because he's the anti-stereotype just to tell a story that you want to tell, and it does not make sense, and it dilutes the character. Why? You know what I mean? I never understood, Ryan Coogler doing that. With the way that they're doing, the Hulk, yeah. Doubling down on Black Death. That's why I can't watch Wakanda Forever. It's hard for me to even pull scenes from that. You know what I mean? Because it's terrible. What's up, Torian? Imagine a Valhalla story without Thor. Exactly. Nobody wants to watch that. I think they're doing White Wolf. I don't want them to do anything. I'm tired. T'Challa was not given the respect or promise he deserved in the MCU. It indicated a lack of intention to make him a significant part of it. Exactly. Fans have been protesting that recasting T'Challa for 4 years. Bob Iger is about making money. I can't see recasting billions of dollars. I can't either. I don't get it. Marvel Studios is full of ish. They listened to Daredevil fans and brought back Matt Murdock in the MCU, bringing Punisher and Jessica Jones back at the same time. But Luke Cage, like I said in my video, Luke Cage nowhere to be found. Just sent to get preach. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You was in the. I was behind. What's up, Terrell Austin? Oz of Wakanda is pointless. I'm not. Like I said, if I'm going to watch it, it's going to be on bootleg. I'm not giving them my Disney Plus stuff. Gray hates the body roll. Yeah, I don't blame you. I understand completely. I'm not giving them that click. I'm not. Krypton to me was the exception. But look how much Superman you got since the 1940 cartoons. You had Superman so much you don't mind talking about Krypton because it's an established character. But if I had an established Black Panther for so many years, then I don't mind exploring Wakanda. But until then, I don't care about it. Recast T'Challa. But we have had a superhero, and his name is Captain America. Okay, Muhammad. I'm gonna do this. Because this did this yesterday. Because I was looking up. Whoops. Don't want to do that. I did this yesterday because I was looking up, a Sam Wilson Captain America look, so I can do it for my thumbnails and stuff like this. Let me show you what comes up when you put in Captain America. I'm gonna show you something, Muhammad. And this is not even trying to be funny. This is how much insignificance that Sam Wilson's Captain America has, because he technically should have been still Falcon. You can still, have the shield and still be called Falcon. You know what I mean? And still do everything Captain America does. But this is the significance when you put in Captain America MCU. I just want to prove a point. This is not to dog on you or your thought process or anything. And then I'm also going to pull up why this is insignificant to the whole thing about black superheroes. This is Captain America. When you put in Captain America, if the average fan was looking for a black superhero named Captain America, this is what they're going to find. The Captain America title is always been Steve Rogers. Always and forever be Steve Rogers. Even when they had other Captain Americas, it still defaults back to Steve Rogers. You see all of those Steve Rogers. You got this one right here of Sam Wilson. So do you understand that black superheroes that are homegrown superheroes need to be acknowledged more? I would have been cool with a Falcon movie, and he's still doing this stuff in the absence of Captain America. I would have been fine with that. But when you give him the title, that title, is always going to, if they rebooted the MCU right now, you know what I mean? It's still going to default to Steve Rogers, who's been around since the 1940s, who's been around since Hitler. It always defaults back to him. There's just more in the MCU than, Sam Wilson. There's Rhodey. You know what I'm saying? James Rose. Where's his movie at? Where's Photon's movie at? Where's Shuri at? Where's Luke Cage at? We're talking about people that's already been established in the MCU. They killed T'Challa. You know what I mean? Where's these other characters? Where's Mahershala Ali's Blade? There's other superheroes. Just because you have one, you don't elevate one to disrespect the others. I can't elevate Sam Wilson in this zeitgeist, in this space, and then downplay that Tiana Parrish's Monica Rambeau. We don't know her full story. They didn't bring in Luke. They didn't bring over Luke Cage. They killed T'Challa. You know what I mean? James Rose is MIA, and then he was a Skrull in him. No, hell no. I'm not going to do that. I got to have them all. I just can't have one without them all. If I can have all the white superheroes, but damn it, give me all the black ones. Give me all the Hispanic ones. Give me all the Asian ones. I want it all, goddammit. Sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing against you, Muhammad. I appreciate you. But that's where I'm going with this. I need them all. T'Challa is the IP, absolutely. T'Challa is the source material. Great point. Thank you so very much for that. Kansas City, but no Drake Mack. Who wants it exactly? Cut Ryan Coogler's sack. He had new Chad with I don't okay. I'm not going to cut him some slack. You know what? You know why I'm not going to cut him some slack? Because if you can't separate, now we can separate the actor from the character when it's Jonathan Majors and he get through his situation and people want to recast him. We can separate the actor from the character when we kill Tony Stark, but we bring in that same actor as playing Dr. Doom. We can separate the character from the actor when Heath Ledger dies as the Joker, but in the next rebooted series, we can bring back the Joker. But when it comes to Ryan Coogler, we're telling him to cut him to sight. He know him personally. So you didn't think that the J.K. Rowlins, in what's his name, Christopher Columbus, who did the Harry Potter franchise, didn't know the original actor who played Dumbledore well? But Dumbledore had to keep going, so they recast Dumbledore, you know what I'm saying, in the next movie. I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban. You know what I mean? Through the Goblet of Fire, all the way through. And you can't say, well, he's just an insignificant character. No, he's not. He was a main character because he's significant to Harry Potter's story. Just like Thunderbolt Ross is significance to the Hulk story. He has a significance. but they had no problem recasting him. And he's been in the MCU since the very beginning. So I don't like the fact that, oh, he knew him personally. So William Hurt, he wasn't known personally to Kevin Feige. They had no problem recasting him. So nope. I get what you're saying, but I don't make any excuses for any of these people at all. There's no excuse. Make Civil War TChalla great again. Exactly. Like, what's going on, Stamina MC? I got to give you props in the comment section. When people be going at me, that brother comes through like Captain America, he like a Captain America for me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I believe that when different kids start dressing up as Black Panther, they said we got to get ready to. I kind of agree with you. Nor did he ever die. TChalla has never died. Probably one of the only comic book characters not today, and that's true. He was in like a purgatory, you know what I'm saying, during Dark Reign, but he didn't die. For Cougar to perpetuate black stereotypes is why I don't give him and that's another one, perpetuating the stereotypes. The plot holes they continue to dig for themselves makes no sense. Exactly. Ill Magic, thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat. Both Black Panther films failed in writing great leads, but somehow wrote far more interesting supporting characters. Exactly. Let me go ahead. Body roll.
Super chat. Body roll.
You're gonna for y'all new coming in here, y'all gonna understand anytime you send me a super chat. Body roll. What's up, D Stizzle? What's up? It's just Hollywood's racism. Exactly. And I got to point out the racism. When they saw those Black Panther box office number for a black-led superhero film, they were shook. They did not want that to duplicate, which is crazy to me. Think about it, Tori. That's crazy. If I'm about making money, but again, and Tori knows this. Martin Luther King was the most hated man in America. He was called the Black Messiah for a reason. And y'all need to really understand the impact Martin Luther King had, because what he was doing was really bringing people together. That's what he was really doing, was bringing people together. Don't want to have that. Don't want to have it. What's his name? The director of the CIA. He said in an article, we don't want a black messiah coming from their ranks. J. Edgar Hoover. So he had to go. Which is crazy. Mama says, we got Captain America. Hell. True. He never did, and I was happy, but throw off because I feel like they wanted to throw in an unnecessary stereotype. Exactly. Man, is he talking like gratitude should be expected for one dude, a hand-me-down title in a movie with a huge supporting cast. While all the ads got to go up one back. Exactly. You know what's crazy? Is that I always, you know how you had some hand-me-down shoes? Nobody likes the hand-me-down shoes. You know what I mean? Because you want your own shoes. You know, it was cool that you got your cousin's shoe, but where my shoes at? Everyone could be represented except for us. Exactly. TChalla died so Sam can soar. Exactly. Like said, we got black superheroes. His name is Wonder Man. Exactly. We lost Photon, so Wonder Command. And they can't use the age-old narrative that black-led films can't sell. We got dispelled so many times, but really broke the mold when Black Panther came out in 2018. Exactly. What's up, Mr. YouTube 92? What's good, Dre? It's been forever since I've been able to catch a live. Appreciate you coming through. Don't forget about Spartacus. All right. Paris Cracker, what's up? Thank you so very much. Let me see. What's up? Hey, Erica, what's going on? My girl Erica Dixon, what's happening? The pitch meeting for Wonder Man is an SNL skit waiting to happen. Oh my God. That's absolutely correct. Roberta, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. It's Alfred time. Passing the play for speaking Alfred. Thank you so very much for that. You already know what I got to give you. Body roll.
Super chat. Body roll.
give you that body roll. I just like because Greg gonna put up this. We got to be honest. Cougar did a disservice to T'Challa and Black Panther 1. Make Killmonger more interesting than exactly. And just like I said in my video, you could relate to relate to the stereotypes more. You could relate to the distinguishment of a man because they have fed you stereotypes for so many years. You know, it's like the Martin Show. As funny as the Martin Show, Martin was still a successful radio show. He was still a distinguished black man. He wasn't a stereotype. He made fun. He had fun or whatever. He still was a black man who had a black wife. You know what I'm saying? He was still a black man who had a career. You know what I'm saying? He's still a black man who was able to talk to the kids and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Fresh Prince, all of that. Those are the reason why we have so many fond memories of like the 90s, especially when you start talking about your 90s, your 80s, your 90s babies. It's because we grew up with those, the Cosby shows and the Uncle Phil's and the Carl Winslows and all these other people. The you know what I mean? The George Jeffersons, the James Evans. The reason why we have fond memories of them because they were anti-stereotypes. Yeah, was there black people with black situations in the ghetto or you know what I'm saying with the Evans or even in Bel Air? They were still shot as examples of not being so stereotypical that I couldn't relate to them. That's why we have fond memories. And that's the same way we feel about T'Challa. Because he's not a stereotype. He's somebody that we're never going to get a heart-shaped herb. But damn it, do I want to be like that character? Just like how people want to be like, Superman and all these other things. Even though Michael Jordan had his faults, you know what I mean? We did want to be like Mike. We want to be like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that what they represented, even though, even through Kobe's situation, Kobe was still that dude and he still was a shining example. And I sure hate that he left this earth so early because he would have been that black creator creating black stuff for us. And he did it before he died and had that passion. That's why we still love Kobe because, you know what I mean? Look what Kobe represented. What's up, Tyler J? Good morning. Good morning. Haven't seen you in here for a bit. It's good to see you. Jay the Informer, what I missed? Got to catch up. Got to go back it up. Back it up. The difference I will argue is Coogler is a writer, producer, and right now one of the most powerful filmmakers in Hollywood. I can't wait for Isaac Wakata. I better you to me. It's about protecting their image and destroying ours. Exactly. What argument are you making here exactly? Oh, okay. They saw all those little white boys running around like Black Panther. They couldn't have that. Exactly. I think that scares them a lot. I think that does. It scares them. That Wakanda Forever salute was seen in every damn where with black. Exactly. Ryan said he related more to Killmonger. Exactly. That's why I called it out in my video. Without T'Challa, the Wakanda series will only drive home the fact that T'Challa is needed just like Wakanda Forever. A body roll blocker. Facts. Same with Nipsey in the programs. Exactly. And Chris, I wish, honestly, real talk, I wish when I was still living in LA, when I was living in Compton, that I could have met Nipsey. I would really would. He was a little. He's younger than me, so he would have been shit. He would have been like in middle school, whatever. But I wish I would have stayed in LA long enough to meet a Nipsey, because I wouldn't. If I would have met a Nipsey because I was in Compton in 03 and they were still wilding. You know what I mean? When I lived in LA and I lived in Compton. So I wish I would have met a Nipsey. I got to meet Crooked Eye when I was still doing music. You know what I mean? But I wish I would have met somebody in that realm where I could have been able to see what they're doing. It'd be like, man, how can I get in? How can I get down? All of that. It was so wild when I lived in Compton. I would have never left LA. I can't stand hearing that Riri song either. Just makes me cringe. The whole movie is a downer. It is. I think Disney has a problem with white kids identified with Killmonger as well. Like, even with the way that they made Killmonger, it still didn't make any sense because he was never his cousin. You know, he was another Wakandan who thought he was better. It really, they should have did a Game of Thrones style Black Panther movie, and that would have been dope. But nope, that's too good to ask. And Game of Thrones was out at that time. But anyway, I've been on here long enough, and the brother's getting hungry. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of already, if you've been here long enough, you know what it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I thank you guys, especially some of the new guys that's coming in into the chat for the first time. I really appreciate you guys watching the show and checking out this morning show with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe hard, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. I'll see y'all back at 7 o'clock for Blurred AF. Where's my outro at? I gotta go. Gotta get up out of. Where's the outro at? I gotta let this forehead breathe or something. This got a lot on his mind. Damn.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.